Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This is Fox News and from the Hill. Is Trump likely to win in 2020? I believe so. And will he run again? Yes, he will. And so this is what they're saying on the Hill.
The top of the list, can the president fend them off for a second term? Our next guest says yes. Republican strategist Ford O'Connell joining us now to explain why. Ford, thanks for getting up with us. We appreciate it. Many people on both the right and the left would say the president hasn't had a very good last couple weeks. You say that's not going to matter come 2020. Why?
Well, that's absolutely right. Look, Trump's biggest worry at this stage is not a particular candidate or even a Democratic ticket or even the Russia investigation. It's whether or not the economy endures a recession in 2020. If it doesn't, then he very well will be reelected. And the reason's very simple. Incumbent presidents just don't lose, Todd. Since 1900, they've won 15 times and lost 5. And if you get Gerald Ford out of the equation, they're actually 15-4 that could probably win a Cy Young Award. And frankly, the electoral map in 2020 is going to be very similar to the electoral map in 2016. And that means that if the Democratic ticket can't sweep the Midwest or take Florida or Arizona away from Trump, guess what? Trump's going to win.
Okay, so what does he need to do to get reelected?
Well, he needs to increase his voter appeal. He needs to make inroads with suburban voters and minority voters. He needs to cut in on the Democratic advantage on health care. Obviously, health care is the strongest issue for the Democrats. It's the issue that the public trusts the Democrats the most on. What he needs to make the case, particularly with the recent district court ruling in Texas, is, hey, I want to work with Democrats to keep the costs down. Focus on costs, not so much insuring everyone. That is the number one thing that voters care about with respect to health care.
Boy, you got that right. And that is hitting it right on the head. This Obamacare and healthcare cost is a major, major issue. Talk to anyone. It's major.
In all likelihood, President Trump will be the Republican nominee. There's buzz that some other people may try to challenge him. But on the Democratic side, literally half the party, 9 trillion people are running for the Democratic nomination, all joking aside. Could be close to around 35. We barely have enough room on the screen to fit them in. You say, sir, that it's not necessarily going to be name recognition that picks the person who runs in 2020. It could be something else. Why do you say that?
Well, here's the deal. Look back to 2006, the last time that the Democrats really had a cattle call for a presidential nomination, and the names that were at the top of the page in 2006 were Clinton, Edwards, and Gore. That was because of name ID, and now the Democrats have rejiggered their primary. Yes, they're going to go to Iowa and New Hampshire first, but now they're going to go to California and Texas and other non-traditional states in terms of their rotation. And essentially, it's going to be the candidate who can make the best case to the grassroots. And therefore, we don't know who that could be.
What they're not talking about is this voter fraud, and it is serious in California, Florida, Arizona, even in other states like Montana, Indiana, Iowa. That is an issue that needs to be addressed because the Democrats are beating our pants off in voter fraud.
One thing I will guarantee you, Todd, is it will turn into a no-holds-barred mosh pit of Democrats slamming each other and President Trump at every turn.
And while the Democrats may be slamming each other, there's one Democrat that seems to be the media darling, not getting slammed a lot. That, of course, Beto O'Rourke. Where does Beto figure into all this? He going to be the nominee, the VP? Nothing? What do you say?
Well, he definitely wants to run. And look, in politics, you never know when your moment's going to come. And yes, he is the media darling. I just don't think that he's going to make it through. You're already starting to see progressives knock Beto. If anything, I could see Beto O'Rourke winding up on the VP ticket, if at all. That said, though, Democrats, the question is, how much do Democrats really want to beat President Trump? If they want to beat President Trump, their best bet right now is a ticket of someone like Joe Biden and Beto O'Rourke, a young progressive, or Joe Biden and Andrew Gillum. And the reason is very simple. If we go back to 2018, what we saw is moderate Democrats did very well in the Midwest. And the one surrogate that they wanted over and over was Joe Biden. But you know the best thing about the whole thing for President Trump is the Democrats aren't going to take my advice. They're like
Joe Biden, can you believe that? Oh, my God. But that means Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders were well over Hillary Clinton. And she's probably going to try to run again because of her ego.
likely about to go with their heart and most likely put forward a progressive. And when that happens, Trump will be reelected.
You mentioned the Midwest. You see the Iowa voters. They are agreeing with you, saying Joe Biden should be the nominee. But we'll see. It's going to be tough, I think, if they pick a progressive to appeal to so much of our country other than the coast. We will see. Ford O'Connell, thanks for getting up with us. We appreciate it.
Much appreciated, Todd. Thank you.
All right, that's it. Here in Billings, Montana, this is Roger Martin. The battles are real. 19 is coming on us, and so is 2020. Good day.